Hello everyone, welcome to the ShortcommingsWishlist presentation for the EForT-EFDT team. The team members are John Marco Agostinone and myself Raj Kapadia. The product owner and professor for this project is Masood Sajadi. So to start off with, looking at the shortcomings. So for this project, we were successfully able to implement many of the goals that we had set in the beginning, including the different indicators, the signals as well. However, we were unable to implement the Fibonacci retracement. So the Fibonacci retracement is another indicator that's used to verify a price trend, and it also helps in identifying false positives and false negatives in the market. And this is very useful, especially when we know that the forex market it has high volatility. Another goal that we were unable to reach was having the expert advisor make $400 a day. We did make profit, and it was over. It may have not been over a day itself, but maybe over a course of a week or maybe a course of a month, depending on how the market is. But one of the reasons why it could be difficult to make profit is especially with how many restrictions that have been placed into the expert advisor based on the indicators we've used. So it can become difficult, and in order to kind of avoid having so many restrictions, I'll go over some points in the wish list itself. So as I mentioned, there's many restrictions placed onto the expert advisor, so the amount of buying opportunities become less. So analyzing additional patterns that can be used is a very useful approach. So for example, the MACD signal that we've implemented, it uses only one pattern to analyze the market. It only uses one pattern, which is the crossover of the MACD value over the baseline. So if the MACD value is over 0 or below 0, based off of that, it makes a decision to buy or sell. Now there are about 6 patterns that the MACD has to analyze the market. However, you have to again make sure which pattern is actually useful. It won't be that all patterns are useful, and this will actually give, more opportunities for the expert advisor to make a decision based off of. So it won't only rely on just one thing from the MACD. There are going to be multiple things that the MACD will offer. Same with RSI, and maybe with Bollinger Band as well. So adjusting to market behavior is similar to the Fibonacci retracement, especially with the false negatives and false positives being very frequent. If the expert advisor can adjust accordingly, that would actually be beneficial in the long run. We do have a few methods implemented into the Bollinger Band and the MACD, but it does need some refinement. So avoiding overnight trading is straightforward. And I've been mentioning reducing restrictions as a huge thing, and increase win-loss ratio and decrease drawdown percentage. I'll actually show you what this is exactly to just get a better idea about it. So I have my expert advisor running on the MetaTrader 5 application. This here is the MACD, this here is the RSI, and we have the Bollinger Bands and the rest of the indicators here. So the green lines here is the Bollinger Band, the orange is the Keltner channel, and the pink and teal pearls are the support and resistance lines. The red arrow is basically a sell, the blue arrow is a buy, and it's basically short based off of the red lines. So sold high, bought low, quick profit right there. So this expert advisor was run over a course of, I think, 6 months, and we made a total net profit of 3,000 over 120 trades. So it's pretty good. And this is what I wanted to talk about, the drawdown maximum. it's at 30%, which is pretty high. So I guess a good goal would be to have it at below 15%. So what the drawdown maximal is basically the expert advisor lost $3,000 in one trade, and with our initial deposit at 10,000, if this was the first trade, right there and there we are down to $7,000. So this is something to tackle in the future and hopefully reduce this amount. The next thing, we have the short trades one and the long trades one. So we have it at 35% and 45%. This can be increased. We still think that this is a good value to be at, but of course there's ways of increasing it, and if the percentage wins increase, of course the profit will increase too. So yeah, that's basically what we have in our wish list. And if anyone has any questions, then please feel free to contact us. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.